Resources and Sanitation inaugurates Songhai Model Integrated Farm. Reiterates federal government position to boost the food production. Cross River State Governor Senator Basio II sues for adequate security of borders as National Defense College Nigeria visits Calabar. Plus, Kada Cinema brings new entertainment experience to Calabar. Boost tourism ahead of 2023 Carnival Calabar and Festival. Details of these and more in our news highlights. Good evening and welcome to NTA News Highlights. I am Erika Evie. Now the news in details. As the federal government seeks to restructure the economy, strengthen the agricultural sector, is key to driving increased food production and serve as a tool to fight hunger, poverty, and unemployment. Minister of State, Water Resources and Sanitation, Bello Muhammad Gurangyo, who stated this at the inauguration of Songhai Model Integrated Farm in Calabar, seeks collaboration with stakeholders for food security in Nigeria. Odoleton reports.
Aimed at driving increased food production and development to reduce hunger in Nigeria, the Minister of State, Water Resources, inaugurated Songhai Integrated Model Farm at the Cross River Basin Development Authority headquarters, Calabar. Benefits of mushroom and other farm produce were highlighted as the ministers reaffirmed commitment to deliver on the ministry's core mandates.
This is an integrated farming model that was introduced to house a number of farming activities like poultry, fattening, and others. So I believe this is a very good model and is in line with the Mr. President agenda of renewed hope. So I really appreciate what they are doing here, and we want, as a ministry, to continue to encourage them to perform better. A lot of people can benefit.
The minister further encouraged staff of the Cross River Basin Development Authority to be more committed to their responsibilities, as much is expected of them, even as he interacted with management staff of the establishment to make the sector a pillar for food security. As part of his familiarization tour, the minister visited Cross River State Governor Basio II, who promised to work closely with the ministry to boost food production and sanitation.
We want to ensure food security as quickly as possible, because if there are some of the issues we confront is hunger. But once there's food security, you see that there will be security almost in all the things that you're doing. We look forward also to tie up the damages of agri. If you look at some of the things that the basins are doing, there's no way you can take agri out of it.
There was also a courtesy visit to the Obong of Calabar, Edidemekpo Okonobasio V, by the minister, even as he was earlier received at the Margaret Ekpo International Airport and Cross River Basin Development Authority schools. In Calabar, Udwak Etem, NTA News.
The Cross River State Governor, Senator Basio II, wants the military and other security agencies to strengthen surveillance in creeks and borders of the state to tackle all forms of criminalities perpetrated in these areas. The governor made the appeal when participants of Course 32 paid him a courtesy visit in Calabar. Justina Item reports.
The National Defense College, Nigeria, is saddled with the task of impacting knowledge targeted at development of skills and expertise of military officers and their civilian counterparts for national unity and enhanced security. Consequently, the college course 32 participants are on a study tour to Cross River State to get acquainted with the socio-political environment, as well as appraise the state government's performance towards strengthening national unity, as explained by the Director, Department of Curriculum and Program Development, National Defense College, Nigeria.
The college has built capacity in peace and conflict studies, as well as national security and development. It is presently designated as the ECOWAS Training Center for Excellence for Peace Support Operations.
Governor Tu says over the years, Cross River State has been at the forefront of utilizing its rich cultural heritage to promote national unity and peaceful coexistence, and his administration will do more to champion this cause.
About one of the longest borders with at times friendly and hostile enemies. And our servicemen here are stretched to the limit. That is why as you go, you're going to take this message back. We need more, because when we look at that stretch from Bakassi almost right down to, let me say, Yala, we have just four military corridors, which is not enough at all.
The study tour is expected to end with recommendations from participants aimed at improving the security architecture of the state for peace and development to thrive. In Calabar, Justina Etham, NTA News.
Calabar and the entire Cross River State is now poised to enjoy a new entertainment experience with the entrance of Nta Cinema to boost tourism ahead of the 2023 Carnival Calabar and Festival. This came to reality at the formal inauguration of Nta Cinema by Governor Basil II, with the chairman, Nta Cinema, Chief Lucky Ibnedium, at the Marina Resort Calabar. Paul Abel completes the story.
From the 1970s to the early 1990s, cinema captured audiences and families who converged to watch movies and, in extension, synchronizing it with the modern-day electronic gadgets. The cinematic experience is being taken to an entirely new dimension in entertainment, with box office movies on the cover every week. That is the experience Nta Cinema, with 10 years in the industry and branches in Benin City and Port Harcourt, led by its chairman, former governor of Edo State, Chief Lucky Ibnedium, is bringing to Cross River State in partnership with the state government.
A whole new cinematic experience. A lot of people have been asking me, why Calabar? Well, why not? You know, there's no cinema, and I believe that people need a good place for relaxation and entertainment. So with the cinema, every week, every Friday, we have new movies coming onto circuit. So there's a variety. We have 4 cinemas here with a total seating capacity of a little over 300. One of the cinemas is actually a VIP, so you can look forward to that as well. We also have a pharmacy that's opening up soon and a bistro restaurant.
Please permit me to start by thanking Governor Lucky Ibnedium for this investment. It is true that Cross River State happens to be the home of hospitality, conviviality, and of course entertainment. But as government of Cross River State, we are willing and ready to continue to support in every way that we can to make sure that life is fully back to normal.
Instead of going to negative vices, the people will come and relax here. That's what the impact is. There's an economy that will breed across the country, across the West African sub-region. Everybody's going to come here. So if you're coming for Carnival, you have a place to relax. If you're coming for your family, with your family, there's a carousel, there's a movie, there's a PlayStation. What do you want? The impact is endless. As I speak to you, we're making plans to bring all the NGOs, all the AGMs to Cross River State. Because if people do not come outside Cross River State to spend their money, then we do not have an economy in tourism. This is the destination where people should come. We are creating a water activities that will bring boats. You have a restaurant on the water. You have a party on the water. That is going to happen in December.
Some cinema fans expressed excitement over the introduction of Nta Cinema in Calabar.
Yesterday when I told my daughter, he shouted. I said, why are you shouting for? He said, because it's good. It's a good thing we are coming here to relax. So it is really good for the youth. So they will be happy now, and they will come here and they will relax, and it will be a boost to the tourism industry.
I feel so good that Cross River State finally have cinema. That is so impressive. And I will not pay transport to Port Harcourt just to watch movie in cinema.
I feel good, excited. At least we have a cinema in Calabar and it's very good.
to ease up stress and the rest of the thing. I'm very happy actually. I'm very, very happy.
With the inauguration of Kada Cinema concluded, the governor and the chairman, with other dignitaries, toured the facility situated at the waterfront of Marina Resort. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
The Cross River State government frowns at the seeming intractable dispute over the kingship of the Efik nation and the contention for the stool of the Obong of Calabar since 2008. This report is here presented.
In a press statement signed by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor of Cross River State, Emmanuel Ogbeche, Governor Basiotu notes that the stool of the Obong of Calabar is about 6 centuries old, steeped in the ethos of the Efiks, and reverend among the few first-class kings in Nigeria, hence the need to protect the throne from judicial, social, and political scorn. The governor stated that having undertaken a judicial review of the State High Court and Supreme Court rulings as well as the constitution of the Obong's palace and interface with royal fathers, and has resolved in the following ways: that the issue of waiver for qualification of a candidate to contest the Obong stool is unattainable, that the stipulations of the constitution of the Obong's palace in respect of the procedure for the enthronement of any Etubom as the Obong of Calabar remains sacrosanct, that in all the subsequent judgment of the appellate court, the letter and spirit of the State High Court judgment of September 25, 2022 has not been set aside, nor is binding effect on all parties diminished, that all parties must ensure the implementation of the judgment cited in number 3 above to the latter, that His Eminence Edidemegbo Okona Basiotu V remains the validly selected and elected Obong of Calabar and the Patriarch of the Efik Kingdom, and that His Eminence Edidemegbo Okona Basiotu V should, as a matter of urgency and priority, set up reconciliation team, which primarily duty is to bring the hitherto two contending parties on the tussle to a single harmonious, peaceful, and progressive rulership of the Efik Kingdom.
With that report, we have come to the end of our news highlights. Thanks for watching. Remain safe and good night.